Hello everyone, it is Overboard, and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys one of the best attack combinations that you can use on Dr.T in order to take him down without using any boost. That sounds kind of promising, right? Well, we're gonna jump into that a little bit later. First, I want to address the last video, because in the last video we took down operation or the base called Fang. We're looking at the final takedown replay of Garafro, in which he did a tremendous job on actually taking down the base. Very proud of what our task force has accomplished. But there's two comments on that video that just really bother me, because it's not constructive, it's just straight up negative, it's just hating. And that is the comment of iFreak007. He said, like, to be honest, this was bullshit. Wasted so many attacks, one in the middle, another left, then in the middle again, big sway. Like, I have no idea what you're saying in that comment. I just know that you're just being a prick, just in general. And there's no need to do that. Like, if you think that the attacks are bad, give some feedback on how we can improve instead of being a jerk in the comments. And then Michael Malone, he said, well, he's gonna teach us how to smoke. Dude. You know, there's over 1,000 people watching this channel. There's bound to be some new players out there who just simply don't know how to play the game properly. It is my task, I feel, to bring content in an instructive way that will allow people to get better inside of the game. I feel I have the type of responsibility. I kind of understand where you're coming from. I understand that you think you're the only one watching this, but that's not the case. I have a whole load of people to take into consideration, and this is the way the content has always been. So if you're just just don't watch if you're bothered. You know, people are so entitled these days by the way we make our videos. We make the videos, you watch. It's too silly to begin with. Anyway, I just wanted to throw it out there. You know, it's just comments like those just really just boggle my mind. What makes you leave a comment like that? Like, I am completely open to feedback. There were some amazing people saying, like, you know, you could have done it this way, that way. I much more prefer something like that than people just straight out hating. Like, there's no point to it. Anyway, let's get on with this video. So I got some warriors over here, right? I want to show you guys how I took down Dr.T with Grenadiers, with tanks, and with medics. I feel that after some talking here and there, that is one of the most effective ways of taking down Dr.T. So let's go to my attacks. I cannot show... Oh, I can actually view the battles. More than 5? That must have been an update change. Let's show the entire Smash Mirage here. Stage 1, pretty straightforward stuff. I think these defenses are kind of high level though. I mean, I gotta say. If you're using a low level composition here, you can drop a shock bomb in between the machine gun and the rocket launcher, disabling those, flaring your units up to them, and then taking them out. Very straightforward. You should be able to pull this one off. In this case, I actually survived a boom mine hit with the warrior. That is the first one for me. I've never survived a boom mine hit. Or maybe I have, but didn't pay attention. Stage number 2, got myself a crystal as a reward. That was pretty cool. Stage number 2 is easier than stage number 1 because those mortars are together. This flamethrower doesn't have a whole lot of reach. And there's a whole bunch of supply boxes inside of the base itself. So we're just gonna skip this. You know, too easy. Stage number 3. And I'll remind you, this is all unboosted. I don't have any boost whatsoever. Stage number 3 kind of tricky. We got a boom cannon, a cannon, and a shock launcher. The first shock launcher. But still, you're going to be attacking from the left side over here. And once the machine gun is done, you got a couple of those supplies. You can make your way up to the sniper tower. You can even let your heavy Zuka just charge in there and not really bother with the sniper tower and actually take it down in the regular way. I honestly just want to save my warriors. Unfortunately for me, whenever the smoke is going to be running out, this boom cannon at the right side actually hits my warriors and actually takes out a single warrior, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is the way it is. I decided to shock the shock launcher for whatever reason. It's level 1 or something like that, but yeah, we did take it out in the end though. That's the most important part. Stage number 4, again the warriors. On stage 5, 6, and 7, we're going to be switching the attack combination. So, in the meantime, you guys can just watch this. There's 5 rocket launchers, kind of tricky. You can leave a shock there if you're kind of lower level to get both rocket launchers at the right side. And then at the right side, you're going to be tanking against that shock launcher. And be a little bit careful of the rocket launchers at the headquarter. I actually want to talk a little bit about my Twitter question that I asked on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter yet, my Twitter handle is in the screen right now, but here's the question. The question is, what kind of a video would you guys like to see later today? Because I'm making another video for Boom Beach today, possibly two, it really depends on the scenario, but 4 options for a video that you guys can vote on. The first option is my experience above 1,000 victory points. Then there's a bunch of cool and weird looking bases that I found on the web that I just want to showcase to you guys because I think they look really cool. Number 3 is a general tip video. That is a series that I'm going to be introducing onto the channel. I think you guys are going to be liking it, especially beginner players. Once again, you know, appealing to broader audiences. And then Boom Beach base reviews is option number 4. So completely up to you guys. I'll leave the Twitter and everything in the video description down below. Go and vote right now and then come back to this video. Just pause the video real quick. It takes a minute to make like a Twitter account. And that way you guys are up to date to me, Nick, Bootramp, and Benton. So yeah, here we go. So in the meantime, I had to ditch my warriors, right? So that's kind of funny. So let's see what happened here. This is the base of Lex. We completely filled, but it caught me by surprise as to why I filled more than I thought I was going to. I was kind of under the impression that I was going to fill. This guy has a 80% building damage boost and a 60% building health. This guy is having a shield generator. So I made my way up there. I dropped the warrior first and then I dropped the pack. Because that way it could make its way up there safe. If the shock was going to be coming, you know, it was going to be there. So this little scenario over here is going to be very interesting. You may not understand why yet, but here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be dropping a box of critters in front of those flamethrowers at the headquarters and then shocking them. So that way they don't move and the shock launcher is going to be hitting them. I'm taking out the shield generator, but then there's another shield generator in the back. That totally caught me by surprise. I did not scout it, or I did not see it, I guess. I thought it was kind of strange already. There was no shock blaster or doom cannon or damage amplifier, so I just went with it. But little did I know the thick corridor over there was leading up to a shield generator. I forgot about that. You know, mistakes happen, but yeah, I still got this base ongoing. I will take it out later. Okay, stage number 5, the first attempt. Also here I managed to get a crystal. That was kind of cool, but let's see how we did this. So on Dr.T, the one thing that I noticed that I never really paid attention to, the one thing with Dr.T is if you take down the boom cannons and maybe the shock launchers, then only the rocket launchers will hit you from afar. If you got tanks in the front there with some medics, like I got over here, and then some Grenadiers, you will be able to take out any machine gun, flamethrower, and sniper tower and mortar without even getting a whole lot of damage. In most cases, you will actually out-heal the damage that you're getting. And that's what you're going to be seeing on the next 2 stages. So this is a really easy stage here, because a single rocket launcher, don't be afraid. If there's 2 rocket launchers, you got some reason to be afraid. But this rocket launcher over here is really low level. So this is going to be pretty easy. I'm actually going 2 times the speed here. So the only things we need to be careful for are going to be cannons, as displayed over here. But the cannon doesn't even do a whole lot of damage onto the tank. It doesn't even take out a full Grenadier. That's how crazy it is. So as you can see, I just love seeing these Grenadiers' grenades in fast forward. Like 4 times the speed is actually really insane. You see the bar going gone. So that is stage number 5. Yeah. Okay, down to stage number 6. Once again, didn't lose a single troop. I got a guaranteed crystal. For this one, you can't go either way, honestly, left side or the right side. There's 3 boom cannons here that I just honestly wanted to do with. All 4 actually, there were 4 of them. So taking those out, and then it's the same story here, really. The only issue at the left side is that you're maybe going to be running out of time, so that's why I went for the direct route. So, dropping a shock bomb onto the flamethrowers, getting rid of the cannon at the left side, hopefully almost taking it down, but not quite. 2 artilleries wasn't enough, and there's literally no health on this thing, so a single grenade from the Grenadier actually takes it out, just like that. And then there's one more cannon at the top that I should be afraid of, and another one next to the rocket launcher. Now the rocket launcher, once again, same principle. It's really low level, and a single rocket launcher doesn't even really, you know, threaten the Grenadiers all that much. So I'm throwing in some critters. Just think, I don't know why. There was no point, honestly. I needed to do something with my gunboat energy, so decided to throw some critters out there. And there's nothing else that can really threaten us at this point. So just going to be a clean sweep as well. I'm just going to let them roll 2 times the speed here, taking out the cannon, taking out the sniper tower from a distance once again, and dropping the flare onto the headquarters just for sure, dropping the shock bomb, and now we can take care of the headquarters, even dropping some critters out there. And as you can see, first sniper tower goes down. Second sniper tower I think will end up surviving, but you know, it doesn't matter. The machine gun goes down, and down goes the headquarters just like that. So that is stage number 6. Once again, tanks, grenadiers, and medics. Really strong combo. Stage number 7, we took it down as well. We actually did suffer some casualties on this one. We lost 5 tanks out of 6. We lost 2 medics and 3 grenadiers. Still a good run regardless. Let's see how I took this one down. This one contained 11 rocket launchers. 11! I've never seen that many. And then there's 5 boom cannons. And a whole bunch of mortars, mines, sniper towers, and cannons. I think I'm counting like 5 cannons as well. There was even a boom cannon at the left side, in the bottom as you can see. But I didn't have to deal with that. So yeah. Let's watch the full replay here. I'm dropping a barrage onto the boom cannon. I'm basically focusing on both boom cannons. I threw a barrage in the front one, in front of the cannon, and then another one at the left of the cannon will actually take out the cannon because of the area damage that the barrage is doing. Okay, so I was a little bit skeptical about this landing here, but as you can see, the medics hold out really nicely, even though we get fired by like 5 rocket launchers at this point. So that honestly kind of concerned me, but the medics are so strong. So I decided to drop a shock bomb onto the rocket launcher because I kind of saw that the tank, both of them at the left and the right side, were getting a little bit of damage out there. I was even afraid to the point that I was going to be losing them because that cannon over that right side, I did not shock it, I did not deal with it, but still, regardless of that cannon being alive, I managed to make my way through here. So the medics are the biggest MVPs here, I would say. Anyway, as we take down more and more rocket launchers, the stage also got easier and easier, because that's what we need to be focusing on. In your case, in my case, I was a little bit late with noticing I should take those out. So what I advise you guys to do if you're on the stage, on the same stage, is to throw like an artillery in splits where there's 2 rocket launchers connecting together, so that way you're going to be getting some damage, and then the Grenadiers are going to take that down really easily after that, so that way you guys don't have to worry for them as much as I do. Okay, so right now in a really great situation, we only got 5 rocket launchers left. You say only oh, replay failed. Wow. Okay, so what? Replay failed. I had that a lot lately, but replay failed. Basically, the way I took it down is I just basically shock bombed or threw artilleries onto the rocket launchers, and the rocket launchers out-healed everything. That's basically, I mean, the medics out-healed everything. Wow, that caught me off guard there. I did not expect it at all. Let's see if I can take down the base to kind of make it up for that. There's some bug with the replays. Okay, this guy is offline, and he has an easy base. So let's just get down to business here. Not gonna waste too much of your time here anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these warriors like that, just like how I usually do. Once again, the smoke, here we go. So other warriors are going to be arriving. I'm going to make my way up to the rocket launcher, just like that. Nice. And then from here, I think I can leave a gap there. Oh, there were still some warriors stuck behind, but they're going to be fine. They were behind by a shock bomb, I think. Yeah, must be. So, he has 2 damage amplifier, this guy. Kind of funny, but no flamethrowers or anything like that. So we're just going to out-heal everything and have everything shocked that we need to have shocked. With the exception of that rocket launch over there, but it's not going to be doing much of anything. Alright, that's going to be doing it for this video. Make sure you let me know in the video description. There's a tweet you guys can vote on. And I honestly just would like to know from you guys what kind of video you guys would like to see as of today. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom! bottom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, this has been VooDooJoe for Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.